The most prominent type of bullying, in my opinion, comes over the internet. It can come through your home where you feel the safest. You turn on that computer and the next thing you know, you're being bullied by friends or people who don't really know you. They're just being mean.
Two facets of bullying today that really concern me, because I think they're closer to me, would be that which takes place in the schoolhouse, the school room, and that which takes place in the schoolyard. Those are two different settings involving the same people, but provide opportunity to prey, P-R-E-Y, on other people, their strengths or their fears.
It hits you to the core. It makes you feel less than.
Nowadays, if you're not liked as a student or as an adult, adults get bullied too. It turns out that people will feel like they're worthless. They'll stay at their homes. They won't eat properly. They won't do their homework. If they're in school, they won't do school activities.
Often putting down people. They're good at something, or they did well on a test, so we make them pay to make ourselves feel good. I think that's the origin of a lot of it.
It happens at home. It might be family members, it might be the neighbors, but there's no place that's safe anymore. Would you believe girls are the biggest bulliers? They're bullied and they bully.
Wilson 360 exists because there's a need to catch those kids who may want to do the right thing, but are not getting the support that they need. We need a net to catch those kids, to enable them to feel that someone is around to help them to succeed in life. Many of these kids, they come from homes wherein, because of their economic conditions, they do not have the support that they need, or some of them may be single parent families, but still they want to do the right thing. They have dreams, they have ambitions that they want to fulfill in life. So Wilson 360 exists to help middle school children, that's in grades 6 to 8, to obtain their dream. We help them to realize that they are worth. Many of them have been bullied, and because they are different in the fact that they want to be someone, they want to do the right thing, they want to learn, they want to obey the law. And those forces are out there that are gang related that would try to get them off of their path, want them to join gangs or do drugs and do things of that nature. But Wilson 360 exists to help them to see the better life and help them to attain their goals and objectives in life. We look at ways we can help them, whether it's tutoring them or giving them role models or giving them the counseling and being there in the sense of having their back when they are needed to reach their attainment. We pick middle school because that is when the kids are mostly at risk, and most of the problems that they have will exist in grades 6 to 8. And by the time they get to the 9th grade in high school, there's a whole new frontier, and so therefore that's where most of the bullying is in full force. Everything about Wilson 360 is free. We have leadership program, we have counseling, and we do not want to put a burden on the parents. So everything that we do is at no cost for them. We have a 2 weeks program that we hope to have dealing with leadership building and self-esteem that should take place at Fort Bragg for 2 weeks. It is our goal to take 10 to 20 of these young folks down there at no cost to their parents and to help them. And when they have a problem during the week, after school is out, we're not trying to interfere with the school system. We're there to be an auxiliary for the school system. So we realize that the school the day ends at 3 o'clock. So therefore, 360 is there to pick up the slack after 3 o'clock when the parents, when they have a need to know what resources or all the information that is available that will assist their children. And we are there to step in and help these parents. We're on call.
One of the worst places for me was in the home. I was told that I had big lips. I'd never be anything. It got so bad that I drank a glass of Clorox trying to kill myself. I felt like there was no other choice. No one cared about me. My sister had graduated, being 7 years older than me. She left home, and the pressure just got to be too much. And I felt like the only way to get through the pain was to just go to sleep and not wake up. And the bad part about it is sometimes there's no one to talk to. With me, the only person I had to talk to was my grandparents. And luckily, my grandparents got me outside into gardening and fishing and doing other things, and it developed my self-worth. I became an avid fisherwoman, and that's my hobby today. So there are things that can happen in the home that no one knows about that can cause a child so much stress and emotional turmoil from the bullying that they see themselves just going to sleep and having peace. The suicide rate among children who are bullied is very high. They don't have anywhere to turn to. They don't have any place to turn to for help. They don't have people there that can talk them through situations or give them choices. And it's sad because there are so few people available to help those kids. At school, when you're bullied, there's usually somebody around that you can go to. But once you leave that school building and the school grounds, you're on your own. It's a war zone out there. And I remember the ditch at my elementary school, my first elementary school. The boys bullied me so badly that they would chase me down and tear my clothes off and push me in the ditch. And my mom said to me, if you come home one more time with your dress torn off, I'm gonna beat you all the way back to school. That was my incentive to then become one of the what? Mean Girls. That movie, Mean Girls, we girls can get mean when we have to. That is why Wilson 360 is so important in this town.
In high school, and they name calling and so forth like that, and they one of the most common